outstanding, winning a gold medal and a bronze medal to Moore Towers and Marinero. There's Yuzuru Hanyu. He has a big bounce back night planned, can he? Olympic champion. And everywhere he goes, everything he does, they're watching him. Yuzu in the house. So too Patrick Chan. Nam Nguyen, the men's free skate, still ahead from Lethbridge.
Well, at the top of the show, I mentioned this is the first time for Skate Canada back in southern Alberta since 1990. The attendance has been outstanding, big crowds. Now, when you talk about the crowds, you have to talk about the number of Japanese fans and media. We just saw two of their great skaters. Figure skating is huge in Japan. In fact, when I flew down here from Calgary on Thursday, I think I was the only person on the plane, folks, that wasn't either a Japanese fan or a member of the Japanese media.
Figure skating is really huge in Japan.
People over there, they just love figure skating. When we get to go over there and perform, we feel like rock stars.
If you thought figure skating was popular in Canada, we have nothing on the Japanese.
I think we've had some stars over the few years, like Daisuke Takahashi and Mao Asada. They became so popular and they were good. That made the sport very big.
Daisuke Okada is a production manager at TV Asahi, the Japanese television network that has the rights to Skate Canada. There are 36 crew members from TV Asahi working here in Lethbridge, sending back 4 hours of coverage that will be watched by over 10 million people in Japan.
I would say it's like hockey here. We have stars like Mao Asada. People would like to see Yuzuru Hanyu on and off the ice everywhere.
Speaking to Daisuke Takahashi and Miki Ando, Mao, going on tour with Mao in Japan, and now Yuzu, it's their life is like that in Japan. Like, they cannot go to the mall and have a great time, and because it becomes a horde.
We're celebrities over there when it comes to that, because it's such a big sport. They treat figure skaters like we treat NHLers, you know, big stars here, and they have that same passion for the sport over there.
There are this certain amount of hardcore fans. They go to every event. I don't know how to say this, but they're not very rich people. They spend a lot of money for the seats, but they don't, you know, they bring their own food and stuff. So that's how much they like figure skating. They spend most of their money to watch figure skating.
You'll find close to 500 Japanese fans in the seats here at the NMAX Center. A trip from Tokyo to Lethbridge is just over 8,000 kilometers. Now those are some hardcore fans.
That report by Sarah Orleski. Rod and Tracy, as we go back to you, I mean, these Japanese fans, they're passionate, they're loyal. They're up, you know, you get up at 6 in the morning, they're leaving the hotel, and they're still here late at night, and they're a lot of fun to speak with.
Yeah, they are, and one of the things about them, and I know the sport is really gone wild in Japan, but you can thank Canada and the United States as well for all the coaching that's gone through the years. And you think about people like Yuka Sato, who has come here, Takeshi Honda, Daisuke Takahashi, and now Yuzu Hanyu, who also skates in the Toronto area. You get to see Yuzu Hanyu a lot.
Yes, I do, and what an immense talent he is. There's his coach, Brian Orser, and taking him through his warm-up. He's 7 points back right now, but anything's possible when it comes to Yuzu. But traveling over to Japan to the World Championships about a year ago was interesting because the stadium was full, 20,000 spectators, and any skater who came out, it didn't matter what country they were from, the audience had a flag for that country. So when Javier Fernandez went out, the Spanish flags were out in force. Same with the Canadian flags. It was a lot of fun. They had their little bag with the flags for all the skaters, so they made all of the skaters feel welcome.
There are his countrymen and a few skaters. Yuzu Hanyu still warming up. The rivalry with Patrick Chan continues.
Well, there's Patrick Chan. He's getting ready backstage. Kathy Johnson, he's in a virtual three-way tie for first. Yuzuru Hanyu there, 7 points off the pace.
Patrick Chan, former Canadian champion, world champion, and Yuzuru Hanyu. Unlikely starting point for him. He'll skate first. It's going to be, and how interesting is this going to be?
Well, the men are very close at the top, a three-way tie for first. Nam Nguyen only a couple points back off the podium. He's in fourth. Yuzuru Hanyu, Olympic champion with 3 quads in his program, is only 7 points behind.
Can't make any mistakes. Clean is the answer tonight, and you got to think that Hanyu might be able to put up some big points and put the pressure on early. We'll see. Stay tuned. Lethbridge. This is a spot that Yuzuru Hanyu is not used to skating in. Coming 6th after the short program, almost unheard of from Yuzu. But like Patrick Chan, this is kind of a comeback for Yuzu as well. Keep in mind, he finished 2nd at the World Championship. He had an injury leading up to that World Championship that may have cost him the gold medal, but he is the Olympic champion, and by all accounts over the last year and a half he has been the best in the world.
He had trouble with the timing of his quad in the short program. We saw that again a little bit in warm-up here. This is a piece of music from the motion picture Omiyaji, and Yuzuru brought this piece of music to Shailin Bourne. They collaborated on his new free program. It's sensational. He has a super ambitious program here with 3 quads planned. The most difficult quad for him is the quad Salchow. It's coming up here.
Touchdown.
Second quad is different from the first. It's the quad toe. It's coming up next.
Another. Absolutely idolized in Japan. He may be the most famous athlete in that country right now.
It's building speed here, Rod. Third quad planned. This one has to be in combination.
Little touchdown.
Doesn't get easier. Back-to-back triple axels.
Jump he fell on in warm-up.
Visibly tiring. Such an ambitious program. Second triple axel here. Hope. And into a triple salchow.
Till that point had nailed everything.
His audience is willing him to finish strongly. They're right there with him.
Yuzu's back in a big way.
And for the first time in a Grand Prix season, 3 quads in his free skate.
He trailed by 7 points. He made that up in one jump. So now everybody has to chase the Olympic champion.
His first quad will gain him over 12 points alone. He did 3.
It might take them a while to clean this ice surface.
And to add up the total jump tally.
He got a very good point. Yuzuru Hanyu of Japan. Remarkable.
Okay.
20-year-old Yuzuru Hanyu, Olympic champion, a world champion, also owner of the Yuzuru Hanyu flower shop and Yuzuru Hanyu toy shop because of all the gifts that have been presented to him on the ice. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Feeling?
He is an absolute legend in his country. And he skated like a legend tonight.
He's so animated in the kiss and cry, going over the details of the program with Brian Orser. His quad salchow was beautiful, over 12 points for that jump. Then his second quad toe. Again, now he's picking up almost 12 points for that. So this was huge for Yuzuru to include 3 quads, a hand down on the second one, but still a big step forward for him. The Lutz at the end, he just didn't have enough left. And at that point, it's like, whatever, you know?
Already put up a crazy amount of points. That was a crazy program, how ambitious it was. Again, it took a while to clean the ice. It took a while to tabulate this. He's going to put up a total here I'm not sure anybody can catch.
The free program score.
Legendary Yuzu. So technical, 98.35. There's the deduction for the fall, 186.29.
259.5.
He almost hit 100 technically. Fatigue showing at the end. Components, 88. But what a great effort by Yuzu. And boy, that's the score to beat.
That's a high bar now. Almost 260. For the 5 remaining skaters. Oh, look at this. By the way, folks, there's still other skaters to skate. But they want to get a word from Hanyu. Covering his every move. He's knocked off the Olympic champion in world. Yuzuru Hanyu has been Patrick Chan's nemesis, his arch rival over the last couple of years. Denied Patrick an Olympic gold medal in Sochi. And Yuzuru Hanyu had come back on his mind here tonight.
Well, and that's what we want in the sport, rivalries. We want the Patrick Yuzu Javier rivalry because what they do is they push each other to new heights. It was Patrick pushing back tonight, but Yuzuru 3 quads in his program. You could see carrying the weight of the world at times in the program. 3 quads. He was fatigued by the end. He'll work on his conditioning. He'll work on the skating between those jumps. He'll come back stronger. It's going to be a great season.
This is Patrick Chan. You won the costume party. Sensational.
Patrick Chan.
Who says you can't take some time off? Patrick Chan did.
It was interesting. You know, we came in, we watched the practice. We were all excited about what we were supposed to see. And then we saw the short programs. We were like, what just happened? And today, though, Rod, it was truly indicative of what we thought might happen. The great skating. And, you know, I think you see performances like these. There's Yuzuru Hanyu.
Représentant le Japon.
Yuzuru Hanyu.
And he had to fight back after a devastating short program. He popped his quad in the short, turned it to a double toe. So then when he did his triple lutz in combination with a double toe, because you can't repeat a jump in a short program, he ended up losing any credit for the triple lutz. So he left 25 points. He spotted the rest of the field, 25 points in his short program. Had to climb out of that, enormous pressure on him. Despite that, he was able to get 3 quads out.
If he gets half of those 25, he's wearing the gold medal.
Well, you know what? It's a 2-part competition.
Third and winner of the bronze medal, representing Japan.
How good
En troisième place et gagnant de la
was
médaille de
this
bronze.
guy?
Représentant le Japon.
You talk about a believer.
How eager.
That kind of tells a whole story, isn't it? Of Daisuke Murakami.
Now? How about now?
He can't wait. He can't wait to get on that podium.
Deservedly so, Daisuke Murakami.
Golden day. Golden night. Japanese media will have some good stories to send back home. Best story of the day, though, belongs to the guy on top. Patrick Chan has returned to skating with a bang.
The medals will be presented by the referee and the technical controller of the men's event extend congratulations to the medalists.
Les médailles
Patrick
recevront
Chan,
les félicitations de l'arbitre et
Yuzu
du
Hanyu,
technique de
Daisuke
l'Union
Murakami. 1, 2, 3. Canada,
Aniela
Japan, Japan.
and Karen Archer.
Season begins for Patrick Chan. Tracy, Grand Prix season leading up to the national championships. He said he's really looking forward mostly to trying to reclaim that Canadian crown that he left vacant last year.
And you can bet, Rod, with the performance tonight under his belt, he sincerely is looking forward to this season. After the short program, there was some doubt. He was second-guessing a little bit, not tonight.
Of the gold medalist.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour les nationales de la médaille d'or.
Canadian flag. Gold medal, Patrick Chan, triumphant again on his return to competitive skating. Brian Williams will take us home and...
What a story. Patrick Chan. You know, there were really 2 stories coming here. The comebacks of Caitlin Osman, disappointing with many falls after the broken leg. And, of course, Patrick Chan after taking the year off.